So during the sale of a property, there are multiple players who all have different obligations. The first player would be the seller. As a seller, it's important to denounce everything you know, any renovation you did that would affect the property, that could affect the quality, or that could affect what is being told about the property. The buyer. This person wants to buy the property, but you have to act as a prudent and diligent buyer, which means that you have to take the time to properly analyze the documents, maybe proceed with an inspection. Though you don't need to have an inspector, it is highly recommended. The real estate broker. There's a selling real estate broker, there's a buying real estate broker. They both have different obligations, but either way, it is their obligation to properly guide their client and inform them as to what to declare, what a certain declaration may mean if they represent the buyer. So it's very important that your broker take you step by step and answer as best he can all the questions you may have about the property prior to putting it for sale or prior to finalizing the purchase. And finally, the inspector. If you decide to proceed with an inspection with an actual property inspector, this person is going to come and he's going to look at the property and the quality and see if anything major is to be noticed off a simple inspection. What does this mean? He doesn't have to move furniture. He doesn't have to look under carpets. He doesn't have to make holes in walls. He simply walks around the property, outside, inside, proceeds with a visual inspection, and notes anything that is apparent that could affect the property. Once the inspector is done, he will typically give you an inspection report. As the buyer, it is very important that you read this inspection report carefully and follow any recommendations that he may make. For example, if he walks around a foundation and sees that there may be water infiltration signs, maybe humidity, it's important to ask him questions about that and potentially proceed with a more in-depth expert report about that specific issue.